Good morning, dear YOGATXers. This is Echo. Thank you for joining me on the yoga mat today. I am very elated to be teaching a restorative class today. And if you've never done restorative yoga, think of restorative yoga as kind of lazy, juicy, slow, yummy yoga. And it comes perfectly for me, at least, to be teaching this class to you because I'm feeling a bit tender in my body today. So for those of you that, if you're having any like belly issues, any tenderness in the belly, any soreness in the body, restorative yoga gives us time to really sink into our edges and settle into stillness and breathe deeply and release that energy in the body. So if there's any tension or contraction, this is your practice to really let that go, hopefully. So welcome to my casita here in Guatemala. This is the Goddess Temple. I feel very grateful. I will let you know that teaching in Mexico and Guatemala, you'll always hear noises. So if you hear some dogs or you hear some cars or you hear chickens, it's part of the atmosphere. So enjoy the soundscape of Guatemala. So that being said, let's find a seat nice and tall. And let's just drop in for a few moments and come into breath. So equal inhalations and exhalations through the nostrils. Let your belly relax. Allow your shoulders to relax, your forehead to relax, the muscles around your jaw to relax. And drop right ear to right shoulder. Just be very gentle. You're going to stay here, or you could place your right hand on the left ear. And just letting the weight here of the hand bring the right cheek a little bit closer over to the right shoulder. And sometimes for me here, if you have a kink in the neck, you can turn the chin down towards the right knee. And you might feel a little bit of tightness and just kind of pull at the back of the head by the occiput behind the left ear. Let's move to the other side. Left ear to left shoulder. You could stay here. You can bring the left hand to the right ear. That weight allowing the head to come down a little bit lower, or tilting the chin towards the left knee. Come back up to center. Sitting up nice and tall. Again, allow the breath to move through the nostrils, but allow it to stem from the belly. So allow your belly to bulb out as you inhale. Smooth exhale out of the nose. A few more like this. Nice and slow. Let's take an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, twist to the right. Right hand down behind you, left hand on the right knee. And now we're getting into the belly. So any tension that might be in the chest or the belly, we stay here for some time. And notice the quality of your breath the entire practice. So most of us are shallow breathing. Go slower, taking in just like sips all the way up in your inhalation through the nostrils and letting it out really slowly on the exhales. Inhale, reach up through the arms. And exhale, twist to the left. So move nice and slow. Left hand behind you, right hand on the left knee. Twist from the belly, not the neck. And we want to be gentle with ourselves and restorative. So we're releasing tension, not adding. Notice if you're constricting or contracting any of the muscles. Be kind. So many sounds here in Guatemala. You can hear the birds singing. I'm watching somebody stand up paddleboarding on the lake right now. The sun's shining. Cars. Making lots of noise. Let's come back up through center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand down to the right side, left arm stretching up and over. Press the right palm into the earth and turn to look up towards the ceiling. Maybe the left hand rests behind the head and we get nice and long through that left lateral line. And it's kind of beautiful when I think of the metaphor of the soundscape with restorative. You know, when we have any aches in the body, which sometimes can be like metaphorically like the noise and the traffic of life, things that don't feel comfortable, that we don't necessarily like, that we don't have preferences for, we might get frustrated, just like when we're sore in the body, we might contract and be a little anxious about these feelings. Restorative gives us the space to feel everything fully. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left hand down to the left side, right arm stretching up and over. Get nice and long through the right side, twisting to look up. So we're just showing up for ourselves in this practice. We're here completely, we're feeling everything. Maybe the right hand comes to the back of the head, find length through the right side body. And restorative is about learning to slow down, which is something that is very challenging for us human beings, especially in the Western world. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down to the knees. Oh, I might have a little sneeze, I apologize. Shoot. All right. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you. So hands on the front of the knees, and we're going to take an inhale, pull the chest forward, open the heart, look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Ooh, and I have a sore belly, so this is feeling juicy. Inhale forward to your edge, look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Give it a little wiggle if you need. Inhale forward. And exhale, round. Inhale forward. And exhale, round. Inhale forward. And exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, come back up to straight. Beautiful. So I'm just going to turn to the side, but we're going to set our feet down, bend the knees, bring the hands back behind you, and just begin and have the feet about at least hip width distance apart, a little bit wider, and let the knees fall to the right. Chest kind of pokes to the right a little bit as well. Back through center, knees to the left. This time, inhale to the right. And bring the left hand back behind you. We're twisting behind us. Press the palms onto the earth. Really press the right palm down. And you'll feel this in that right lateral line coming across the belly on the right side. And so here in Guatemala, we have lots of tenderness with the water, which can bring about belly issues. So if you have any digestive issues, any issues at all in the stomach, any tightness, these kind of practices are really, really good for releasing tension. Because something that you might notice that you do is something might hurt. So say for me today, my belly hurts. I begin to contract and constrict in my shoulders because I'm holding that pain. And then the soreness travels throughout the body. So these practices are good for releasing all those places. Let's come back through center. Let's move to the other side. Right hand comes back behind you. Yes, 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 yes. And you'll find the juicy spot. Like, you know, you can wiggle a little bit. Press the palms in. Make a little bit of movement until you find that spot. And restorative really gives us an opportunity to kind of sweep the halls of our body, you know, like all that dust that we might not have seen beneath certain shelves. We have an opportunity here to really get into the nooks and crannies and release any tension, any dirt. Let's come back through center. Stretch both legs out in front of you. And we're gonna bend the right knee. Place the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, and your hips are square looking forward. So this is called Janu Shirsasana. So keep the left leg straight, dorsiflexion of the left toes. Sit up nice and tall, inhale. And exhale, slowly come forward. So a lot of us, this is gonna feel very tight. Maybe you stay upright here. Maybe you get some couch cushions, you hold on to them, you get pillows. For some of you, you might get to go down a little bit lower, but don't force yourself. So find your edge, stay there. Be gentle. This practice is about creating less tension, not more. And really, you know, our yoga practice is such a reflection of how we treat ourselves off the yoga mat. So notice if you're trying to cram yourself into the deepest version of the pose, and how that reflects to how you participate in your daily environment. Are you trying to fit into things in a way that doesn't fuel you, that doesn't nourish you? And what you'll notice is you're breathing through the nostrils. On every exhalation, it feels as if you're going deeper and deeper. So take yourself into a trance here. One more breath. Let's peel the chest up. Bring the right hand back behind you. And we're gonna press the hips up and forward as we set the left foot down on the ground. Reach the left arm back. And set the whole body back down. Let's do the other side. Right leg stretches nice and long. Bend the left knee. Place the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale, slowly fold to your edge. And notice from side to side, like this side for me is much tighter. If you need to prop it, you could pause the video, grab some couch cushions, some pillows, whatever you need. And remember, really focus on the breath. Inhale, exhale through the nostrils. Every exhale takes you deeper into that embodied trance. Peel the chest up, left hand back behind you, press the hips up and forward. Right arm reaches back, nice and long through the front body. Oh, this feels so good across my belly. I hope it's feeling good for yours. Slowly set the hips down, stretch both legs out in front of you. Paschimottanasana, that full forward fold. Take an inhale, peel the chest up. And exhale, slowly begin to fold. Hands in front of you. Take your time. If you need to prop the knees up or bring pillows in front of you, you can. And what I noticed today is I've got like a bit of a pinch in the right side of my lower back, so close to my piriformis. So I'm really not going to go further than I need. So I really encourage you, if you're feeling any tightness in the back line, don't force yourself to go lower. And I know I can go low, but I'm not going to do it. This practice is about really nourishing and caring for your body deeply. Let's peel the chest up. Bend the knees. Pull them into your chest as you take a hold of the front of the shins, and we're gonna just rock onto our backs. And rock from side to side. Massaging the lower back. So after that forward fold, if you do have tightness in your back line, this might feel really good on the lower back. I know it's feeling really good for me. And you could always let out sighs. Feels really good if you've done practices with me before to really get that hum in at your voice as it works with the ventral vagal nerve, and that vibration moves throughout the body and can be deeply relaxing. Keep the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg nice and long. And we're gonna straighten the right leg, take a hold of the back of the right calf. If you need a t-shirt or a strap to lasso the right foot because you can't get your hands there, I encourage you to definitely find what you need. Keep the shoulders and the head on the mat. You're pulling your right leg slowly in towards the face, but again, don't pull more past your edge than you need to. Just find the edge, stay there. And let's bend the right knee, take a hold of the outside of the right foot with the right hand. Half happy baby. So you're keeping the groin open here, the hips open. If you've got really tight inner groin, this is gonna feel really juicy. We get into those adductors and abductors. And then let's pull both knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. Extend the right leg long, straighten the left leg overhead. Find the back of the left calf or left heel, or lasso the left foot with your strap or your t-shirt, whatever you need, pulling in towards the chest. Bend the left knee, take a hold of the outside of the left foot with the left hand. Right hand could stay on the right hip, pressing down, and again, feel the inner groin open. So many of us, this is a really tight spot, so breathe calmly, breathe very tenderly. Let's extend both legs up. Hands alongside the body, and just like a passive inversion here. Hands can even rest on the belly if that feels good for you. Some of you, this might be really challenging, so you might bend the knees a little bit. If you have a block or a pillow, you could bring it underneath the hips if you'd like. But we're just allowing the blood flow to come back into the belly cavity. Looking at our feet with deep appreciation for everywhere they've taken us, how well they get us around. This is one of my favorite parts of the practice when I'm looking at my feet, thinking they're such strange creations, these feet, with these 5 miniature feet on each foot, just hanging off and moving. Toes are so interesting. Part of our restorative practice, I believe, at least for me, is this almost childlike innocence of really reclaiming the beauty and the strangeness of each of our human bodies. So maybe take some ankle rolls, move the feet around, move them in opposite directions. And just like playtime, like you're a happy little baby. I have very wrinkly feet, and sometimes I think that I have the feet of like a 90-year-old, chief. And there's such deep appreciation for that. Let's come into stillness. For the wisdom that lives in my feet. They've carried me many of brilliant, beautiful, deep and vast places. Let's bring the feet down, and we're gonna do something to get into the piriformis. So you're gonna bring your fist underneath each hip, right at the top of the glute. And you'll know the spot. So lift your hips a little bit, bring the fist underneath. And you're just gonna find little juicy spots. Maybe you extend the legs. And you're just gonna move the hips around. And maybe one side is extra juicy. Maybe you wanna bend one knee, set the foot down, and sway from side to side to get into a specific spot. And I use tennis balls to do this. So if any of you have like lower back issues or anything in the glutes or the hamstrings, this could be so good. Use the fist or use some tennis balls. I know for me, this is working right now into my glute meads. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and extend out into Shavasana. So a short Shavasana here. Let the arms come alongside the body. If you want to put a blanket over your body because you're cold, or if you want to put pillows underneath the knees, anything to make your Shavasana juicy, I encourage it. You can also, in a minute or so, when we come out of Shavasana, you could pause and stay here for as long as you need. Let this nourish you. And Shavasana is this position of deep reflection where we're in this sleep state almost, but we're very awake. You could tune in to the earth beneath you, the ground, the yoga mat supporting you, holding you. And let your whole body relax. Almost feel as if you're melting into the floor. And remember, deep breaths in and out of the nostrils. I like to tell myself, breathing in, I am aware that I am breathing in. Breathing out, I am aware that I am breathing out. I say that in my mind so that I stay focused on my breath. Pull the knees into the chest. Give a little rock up So you find a seat, sitting up nice and tall. Hands resting on the knees. Try not to fidget too much, just sitting up nice and tall. Relax the belly, relax the shoulders. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Deep breath in, deep sigh out. Hands to heart center, bowing head to heart. With deep gratitude and humility, the parts of me that hold on to tension and contraction, that feel pain and discomfort, honor the parts of you that feel tension and contraction, pain and discomfort. I wish for you ease and grace in your journey of the human experience and more fluid embodiment of your physical form. May you find a way to heal yourself deeply and to breathe more profoundly and hold yourself more gently and nourish your needs. Thumbs between forehead center, bowing down, we say namaste. Little love shower to you. Thank you for joining me on the yoga mat today. And I know for myself, I came in feeling a bit tense. I'm feeling a bit better. I still need to do some more practices, but I'm starting to open up and release that tension. And I just encourage you to come back to these type of practices over and over and release the body, because so many of us become prisoners in our own body with chronic pain and inflammation. And it's about eating correctly and about breathing correctly and about holding ourselves gently and nourishing our needs. So care for yourself today. Be gentle, be kind, and you could find me in all the places here every Monday, so subscribe. Have such a wonderful day. Mwah.